Autobots and Decepticons to Awesome Time. Today we are diving into Transformers the movie 1986. The epic, the tragic, the why did they just kill Optimus? Moment that scared us all. Backlab, this is going to be a wild ride. Now let's be real. If you were a kid in the 80s, the movie wrecked you. You thought you were walking into a fun action flick about your favorite robots, but 5 minutes and boom, Autobots are getting obliterated from right and left. And then Hasbro hits us with this most devastating god punch in cartoon history, Optimus Prime, brutal death. But here's the thing. This wasn't just a movie, there was a corporate hit job. Hasbro literally made the film just to kill off old toys and sell new ones. Yup, your childhood trauma, your business decision. No. So today we are gonna decode, roast and break down everything the production chaos, insert voice, cast, hidden secrets, emotional damage, and why this movie still holds up nearly 40 years later. Part 1, the origin story, and why did this movie even exist? Let's start with the biggest question. Why was this movie even made? Simply answer. Hasbro wanted more money, just for fun. Hasbro must have planned. In the mid-80s, Transformer was the hottest toy on the market. Kids were obsessed, the cartoon was a massive hit, everything was perfect. But there was one problem. Old toys weren't selling anymore. Kids already had their Optimus Prime, Megatron, and their Bumblebees. So Hasbro, being a marketing genius or villains, they came up with a brilliant but ruthless plan. Fans, make a Transformers movie, kill off all the old characters in one go, introduce a whole new line of Transformers so kids can buy new toys. Yeah, this movie wasn't just a big press war, it was a corporate black box discussing entertainment. Marvel from the chaos. Hasbro teamed up with the Marvel Comics to write the film, and they brought in Ron Friedman, legendary screenwriter, and when he saw the script, his reaction was basically, "Wait, you want me to just kill everybody?" Hasbro, yes, now do it. Oh, Friedman has argued brutal Hasbro wanted it to be, but hey, the paycheck was good, so he went along with it, and thus Transformers, the movie was born. Part 2, behind the scenes mayhem. Now let's talk about what went down behind the scenes, because oh boy, the movie production was pure chaos. Orson Welles hated this movie. Yep, the legendary Orson Welles, the man behind the Citizen Kane, was trying to voice Unicron, the giant bleeding transformer. But Welles hated every second of it. It's one of his last interviews before passing away. He literally said, "I play a toy that eats other toys." Despite that, he's feeling menacing, Watchmen Unicron, one of the most terrifying villains in the Transformers history. Next, budget cuts and animation crunch. The animators were overworked and exhausted, leading to tons of animated errors. You'll get to this later. Next, some scenes were cut because they were deemed too violent. Despite all this stress, the animation still holds up today. The vibrant colors and wide action. Next, the voice cast madness. Peter Cullen, Optimus Prime, the Goat, Frank Welker, Megatron, also the voice of Scooby-Doo. Leonard Nimoy, Galvatron, yup, Spock from Started, Jude Nelson, Hot Rod, the Breakfast Club legend. The voice cast was stacked. Part 3, the movie's most shocking moments. Fact 1, Optimus Prime. The moment that broke kids in the 80s. Imagine being a kid watching a hero kick some Decepticon butt, and then boom, Megatron's pull out the blaster and absolutely wrecks him. No warning, no mercy, just straight up murder. And here's the best part. Parents were so mad that Hasbro was forced to bring him back in the previous years later. Fact 2, Megatron becomes Galvatron. The ultimate grown-up bar go down. Unicron rescues Megatron and says, "Serve me or die." Megatron wait, boom, Galvatron is born. Fact 3, Unicron, the most terrifying transformer ever. First scene, he wants a whole planet while the black people scream. Fun fact, his transformation took months to animate because how complex it was. Part 4, hidden secrets and cool details you missed. Stan Boost, the Touch, the ultimate 80s power anthem. This song was supposed to be Cobra, Sylvester Stallone movie, but ended up in Transformers. Animation errors, hello. Star screams, crown disappears, mid-scene, hot rods, color keeping changing. Part 5, box office and legacy. Budget and box office. Budget, $6 million, huge for an animated film. Box office, flopped with $5.8 million, but later become a cult classic. Legacy, the first animated Transformers movie, Unicron's first appearance, Optimus Prime most iconic moments. Here are some interesting facts. Did you know the 1986 Transformers, the movie wasn't just an animated film, it was a game changer that traumatized an entire generation. Hasbro planned the movie just to kill off old toys and introduce new ones. That's why Optimus Prime's shocking death left kids in tears. It was just in the story twist, it's a marketing decision. And here's the wild part. Orson Welles, the legendary filmmaker, voiced Unicron in his final role before passing away. His deep mean voicing made Unicron one of the most terrifying villains in Transformer history. Did you cry when Optimus died? Be honest. Fact 2. The movie almost had a darker ending. Originally, Transformers the movie 1986 was supposed to end with Unicron's server head exploding into nothingness. But the animators thought that was too depressing, so they kept his head floating in space, teasing a sequel that never happened. Would you have preferred the darker ending? Fact 3. Megatron was almost cut from the movie. Believe it or not, Hasbro wanted Megatron to be scrapped entirely since they were introducing Galvatron. They saw no reason to keep Megatron's transformation in the history, but the writers fought back and made his battle with Optimus Prime one of the most iconic scenes in Transformers history. Megatron or Galvatron, which villain is better? Fact 4. The movie was way more brutal than the TV show. The Transformers TV show rarely showed Autobots dying, but in 1996 movie, they were wiped out in the seconds. The opening battle saw Ironhide, Prowl, Ratchet and Brown get ruthlessly executed by Megatron, leaving kids in shock, which then hit you the hardest. Fact 5. Hot Rod was created for replacing Optimus. When Hot Rod became Optimus Prime, fans were furious. Many blamed him for Optimus Prime death, and it took years for the character to earn back respect. Even today, some fans refuse to accept him as true leader. Do you think Hot Rod deserved the Matrix or leadership? Fact 6. Ultra Magnus was supposed to be Wild the Matrix. In early drafts, Ultra Magnus, not Hot Rod, was meant to become the next Prime, but the animators thought his design looked too similar to Optimus, so they gave the Matrix to Hot Rod instead. Imagine how different things would have been. Would Ultra Magnus have a better leader than Optimus Prime? Fact 7. The movie was a box office flop. Even though it's a classic today, Transformers the movie 1986 flopped hard at the box office. It only made $5.8 million, mostly because parents thought it was too violent for kids, but years later it became a cult favorite. Do you think the movie deserved more success? Fact 8. Starscream finally got what he deserved. After years of betrayal, Starscream finally got his moment of glory, only to be obliterated by the Galvatron seconds later. His crown and dramatic speech made it one of the funniest and most savage scenes ever. Did Starscream deserve the longer rule? Tell me in the comments. Fact 9. The soundtrack was pure 80s fire. The Transformers the movie soundtrack used a legendary rock anthem like the Rock the Touch by Stan Bush and that, making even scenes feel epic and electrifying. Even today, it is one of the most iconic movie soundtracks ever. Which song from the movie is your favorite? Fact 10. The final fact. The movie almost had a different title. Before finalizing Transformers, the movie, the creators considered calling the Transformers the Final Battle or the Ultimate War. Imagine how different would have it sounded. Which title do you think is better? Let's discuss in the comments. We came into the final part. Final thoughts. Masterpiece or marketing massacre? Love it or hate it, Transformers, the movie 1986 is unforgettable. It wasn't just a film, it was a corporate power move wrapped in an emotional roller coaster. Optimus Prime's death, traumatizing, the animation stunning, the soundtrack, absolute 80s perfection. Sure, Hasbro pulled a hit job on your childhood heroes just to sell new toys, but in doing so they accidentally created one of the most iconic animated movies of all time. The voice cast was legendary, the action was brutal, and the stakes were real. And let's be honest, this movie holds up today. It paved the way for future Transformers stories, introduced Unicron, and proved that cartoons would deliver serious high stakes storytelling. Final verdict? Yeah, a chaotic, beautiful animated emotionally, scaring and downright a big piece of cinema. Whether you see it as a masterpiece or a massacre, there's no denying its impact. So, final thoughts. What's your take? Did this movie break you as a kid? Drop your thoughts in the comments. All from time, rolling out.